Welcome back to First Education. This is Zed. Today I'm going to be talking about RKT as an update to my last DD. You'll find my last DD which talks about the company information, any news relating to them, company, what they actually do and their subsidiaries. You'll find it in the description below. I'm going to go through technical analysis for this one here as there's no new updates in terms of news. If you would like to know any of these indicators and what they mean, you'll find a playlist in the description below that shows you each one of these and what they mean. Make sure to drop a like to this video to help the channel grow up, subscribe, and leave your notifications on. Let's jump right into it. So we're doing here 1 month, 2 hour in order to kind of determine a little bit of a longer term perspective than the 1 hour because it's a new IPO and a lot of technical indicators on the 1 day did not populate yet. So zooming in here, we get to see on the MACD, it's attempting to see a reversal sometime as soon as tomorrow, even as soon as the extended market today. On the ADX, it supports in a very strong indication that there is a strong positive trend that will hit around 29. Ever since then, it seems that there is a little bit more of a negative trend, although there is a chance of a reversal here based on the ADX. The William percent R seems to be going in a little bit towards oversold during the day, oversold in the extended market and overbought during a little bit to the day, and then following closer to the extended market, oversold. So it's a little bit more off, I would say, neutral in this phase, a little bit between. Yeah, it's a little bit more for neutral, neither oversold or overbought. Momentum here seems to be a little bit stable. It's regaining back the momentum it has lost around the 4th, so it looks positive in that direction. Moving averages here, I'm going to go address the 1 hour one in a little. They do look bearish, so the stock price is below the 50 SMA, 30 SMA is above the 10 SMA, and the stock price is below the VWAP. Now, there is though a chance of a reversal here at some point, especially since the trading action zone is approaching the stock, so you can get to see a reversal on this side. Now, moving towards the 1 hour perspective, we get to see here that we have seen a death cross that I did mention in the last video. Meanwhile, that is yes negative, but it has already played through where we have where we've received the 6% down. So nothing concerning from this point on. But it does seem as well that the MACD is testing negative there, but I don't think it's going to reach it because on the 2 hour perspective, we get to see more of a positive reversal testing. ADX and all the others show basically the same information we did on the 2 hour perspective. Moving towards the moving average band, we get to see on the bottom it's 2209, in the middle is 2468, and on the top 27.1. Now yesterday, or sorry, the last trading day, which was Friday, it did see the upper half. Today it's in the bottom half, so we expect that it probably oscillates back up. Now, Fibonacci retracements and significant supports and resistances. There is a significant support at the 2270, below that the 2446, above that in terms of resistance 2394, and above that 2357. Sorry, 2570. Fibonacci retracements gives us good perspective, but we need to look a little bit on supports and resistances. 2254, which is exactly same as the Fibonacci one. 2217, 2169. We're counting supports here. 2116, and we're seeing the 2106 mark. Now on the resistances in this one here, we get to see a little bit of a jump. 2381, and then above that we're seeing 2448. And then above that, we're seeing 2477. And then right above that, 2586. And then we're seeing around the 2681 mark. So there is quite a room to grow over there, so that looks amazing. Now, what do I think about the stock? Of course, I did check the news. The only latest news is one of the analysis coming in as negative for this one. But really it does address the concern that I did have from before regarding the mortgage market. The economy is in a recession, and it really is dependent on what the government does in terms of supply, maybe stimuluses or whatnot. So it becomes a little bit more of a political subject in terms of economy. Whether you're bear or bull, you do realize that mortgages are more of the first ones to go, because it is related to people's financials, and if the economy is hurt, the mortgages go to defaults, and that was basically the 2007-2008 financial crisis. So in the medium term, this one is definitely a hold for me, and I did give it that before. I said on the short term as well buy, and that all still pertains. In fact, if you didn't buy it recently, probably now would probably be a good time to buy. Now, the only concern is we don't know really the management's behaviors, especially since they're an IPO. We still yet to understand them better and to understand what the move is. So there's a lot of risk associated with this one. If you're playing with money you're not willing to lose, this one is probably a very risky one, but the rewards can be really high because you can easily double your money on this one, or not double, like probably make 40-50% on this one from the last jumps that you can get to see. So it still has potential in my book. What do you think about this stock? Make sure you mention down in the comments below. Share, subscribe, and like. You have a wonderful day.